Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we're looking at something very special. This is the brand new Huawei MateView display. It's a 28.2 inch display with a 3840 by 2560 3:2 ratio. In this one we're going to be doing an unboxing and first impressions. I do want to do a review at a later point in time, and maybe a further maybe long-term usage review as well if you'd like to see that. They've only got limited samples, so they're rotating these around different media outlets. So we've only got this for a few days, so it's not quite long enough to do a review, but at least we can do a first impressions and then get some feedback from you guys at maybe what you'd like to see in the full review. So let's get this open and take a little look. So first out, we've got a little accessory box, which we shall put to the side. And then the monitor is actually already assembled in this box. It's something we're seeing a little bit more of actually recently. And there we have it. So it's got a little bit of padding that goes under the monitor as well to stop it going up and down in transit, which is good. And then we've got some protective wrapping to take off. So let's see how we're going to go about this. There's kind of like a piece all along the bottom. Oh, it's very shiny. It's nice, looks good. Shiny in a non-reflective way, I mean more as in like polished and clean looking than actual metallic. So there we go. It's a very nice anti-glare front. The screen to body ratio is ridiculous. I've got a cheat sheet on the side because there's so many specs to this thing. Screen to body is 94%, so really quite nice. There's also a wireless spot on there as well. If we can look on the top down part, there's a little push thing on the top, which is to stop the monitor going up and down in transit, and now you can adjust it freely. There's also a piece of tape around in the middle, that real polished adjustment area. Now you can really get the pivot, no sideways rotation. I wasn't really expecting it, considering this is going to be, you know, made for a primary use monitor, but I thought we'd give it a go anyway. On the side here we've got the headphone jack. There's USB 3, which is for data, I believe. There's also one for power on the back. Two normal USB A's, and then a button here for, I'm presuming, power. Then we've got a USB-C, which is powered as well, a DisplayPort and HDMI. Alongside, obviously, the main features of it being a really high, nice resolution 38x40, 25x60, 3:2 ratio screen, which is quite kind of Huawei's thing. They do 3.2 ratios, which works really quite well for productivity. There's also other things that this features. So it's got front firing speakers rather than ones that come from behind, so you should get a better improved sound. This display is accurate to 98% of the DCI P3 color gamut. So if anyone's doing any color work, this is going to be a nice option for them. This also has dual array microphones as well for better calls, especially those of you that are working from home, and you may need that on your monitor. So just saves having headphones as well, I guess. Let's get a look in the accessory box. Let's just put this at an angle just to get it out of the way a little bit. So we've got documentation. This is just a power adapter because this is a EU region monitor. Don't worry, you will get the correct type for your region when you order one. In here we have a USB-C cable. Our power adapter, as I did say, this is an EU plug, but that will be different for when you buy one. And then a power adapter to USB-C, which is powered on the back. This bit can be taken off, so I'm going to presume that they've just changed this end when you buy one, and it's available to purchase. And then that will just go into the back of the monitor. And then here we have a mini DisplayPort to DVI cable. So let's get this powered up have a look at it on. So before we actually set the laptop up and connect it to the monitor, I just want to show you this little touch bar that they've implemented instead of like a joystick control, which is what you traditionally would see. So this literally, you put your finger on it and then slide across to go to different settings. It's actually pretty cool. So you can do all your different settings in here. You can wirelessly display to this monitor if you want to, if you've got that functionality on your PC. That's a Windows 10 thing. Then you can double tap to exit. But for this one, we're going to go to projection and we're going to do wired from the USB-C. So I'm literally going to plug this into the port on my MateBook and then on the side, and it should kick straight over. That's really cool. Let's try and get this so you can actually see everything. That screen resolution is beautiful. So we can now drag over some form of content. Let's put on a YouTuber that I know fairly well. There we go. Just turn it up to. I'm actually quite impressed with that. It's up to 75 decibels, twin 5-watt speakers, and it comes out of this little grill at the very front. And it actually sounds quite good. Monitor speakers are generally something that I just, can off immediately, but this is actually surprisingly pleasant to listen to. Let's just put that back so you can see it. It's very nice. Very, very nice. The screen ratio, I think, is one of the biggest bits for me. I am not a fan of a big bezel, and this is like maybe 4mm each side, and the top a little bit slightly deeper at the bottom, but there's really not much to complain about. The matte screen is very nice as well. So this is an IPS display, and it's going to be, I think it retails at around $550. Now, I said at the start it's 4K, but it's actually not. It's higher than 4K because it's 2560 on the this dimension, vertical dimension, rather than traditional, which would be what, 2160. So it's even higher than standard 4K. I will actually just note that my laptop's charging from this port as well. So that's very nice, very, very handy as well, from just the one plug, which is cool. Nice lot of flexibility for connectivity as well. It's just very clean. I'm not really sure personally if I would like the I/O on the side or at the back. I think if it was all on the back, it would look a lot cleaner than it would than it does now. Especially if you're connecting, lots of different things to it. That can act as a hub as well, I believe. So once you're connected to USB-C, you can connect stuff into that, and then that will go through that. So you don't actually have to connect it all to your laptop, which is quite nice. I do want to just mention that sleek Huawei logo on the top in the gloss silver, as the rest is matte. It's just a nice contrast. I am very impressed. I would definitely like to do a full review of this. Obviously this is just playing one of my videos, which is shot in 4K and is playing back in 4K. You do have obviously the bars because this is a 16:9. We're playing back on a 3:2 ratio, but I would like some time to do maybe some photo editing with it, some video editing, kind of really make use of that screen real estate, and see what we can do with it and get some some better ideas. I don't think 5 days is really enough to do a review, so that's why I thought I'd do this kind of unboxing, first impressions. I do like the adjustability options as well, and just that kind of single ball joint on the back is very nice. Obviously there's no rotational adjustment because you'll just literally have to move the base. Not that I can tell anyway. No, it's just literally up and down and then your tilt. So something to bear in mind, but it's no biggie. You're hardly likely to rotate your monitor very often. So yes, so very, very nice. If you've got any more questions on this, then do leave them down below in the comments and I'll get back to you. If you would like to see a review, let me know what you want to see in that review, and we'll try and get this back once the main rotations have happened. I'll also put a link for this if you want to get one. They've actually got an offer at the moment. I think you get loads of free stuff with it, so it works out even better if you want to buy one at the moment. 3840 by 2560. Not a number I'm used to saying. I'm used to saying 3840, 2160, standard 4K, but going 3:2 with the 2560 is next level. So yeah, very nice. Let me know what you think about it, and we shall have a little discussion down below. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a first look at the new Huawei MateView display, 28.2 inches of glorious resolution. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.